welder did pretty good. First time using it. Got 2 on the bottom, 2 on the sides, and 2 on top. So just gonna have to figure out the door thing now, and that'll be a little more of a project. So for the doors, instead of a pocket door, I decided to do a door that swings open, but then also folds in half. But I didn't want it to accordion fold like a closet door. I want it to open like a normal door, and then also be able to have part of it swing behind itself, so that it kind of is a little bit shorter, doesn't take up too much space. The shop's a disaster because we moved some of our stuff in here, but this is the first one I built, and it's just same hardboard I used for the backdrop. And this will be the bigger section, and that next piece will go on the end of it, and then have a latch just to hold it straight, so it'll be like a normal door, normal 32-inch door. And then if you need to, you can swing that smaller part around back, and then this will all be that sticks out when you actually open it up, just to save a little bit of space in that workroom. I don't know if it's necessary, but either way, with that, I'll have a latch that goes tight just to keep it straight, so it'll be like a normal door unless you need to shorten it up a little bit. But I just decided to do a little bit of insulation in the middle. Just that was the other problem with the pocket door, was you have 2 slots. If I did one on each side, I was going to build a door that splits in half and slides half each way. I was gonna have a pocket of air that was not insulated. So this way the whole wall can be insulated from the rest of the train room. And it's just doors are pretty simple, really. Just cut some wood, and it's 1.5 inches wide, and it's all good. So we're gonna be working on the wall next and getting the door up. All right, door's done. I got hinges in. I need to get 1 more for the middle. I got 2 in there so far. So that's the idea, is can fold that part around so it's not as long of a door, which doesn't look like we're saving much room, but I think it'll make some difference at least. But got a couple latches, and then that'll hold it into one piece. I think I'll just do like a piece of foam strip in the middle, and then you won't have air coming through. So yeah, now that I got the door built, we can build the wall to fit it. Gonna get the wall up tonight. Got the door in here. Just kind of build the size, and it's gonna be a pain to get it, to kind of build it standing up, wedge it in here so that I can go to the mounts. So I'll just show you guys when I get it up, and hopefully it goes well. Got the heater going. It's pretty chilly tonight, running out of propane, but got the wall up. Just gotta hang the door. All right, door's in. It's good enough for what it is. Just gotta pull put a piece of trim here and have it latch decent. And then this will open like that. Workbench will be along the wall, so kind of bump into it probably about there. It's only 2 feet wide, I think max for the workbench. My idea for needing some more space in here, there'll probably be like a spray booth in the corner or offset with a vent out, but I want to put a TV on this wall and then have a little couch here just to the right of the door. So if you're sitting on the couch while we're having an operating session or something, I just kind of don't want the TV completely blocked, so it will do that. It folds around enough and gets out of the way a little bit, but there's it closed. Yeah, it saves 1.5 foot of space. Just gotta latch it. I'm gonna put a seal in here so I'll have some tension on those latches at that point, but right now they're pretty loose. But I think that saves a little bit if you're sitting on the couch here in the corner, looking up at a TV, kind of right there. Yeah, because I want to maybe swing out. Then if my main part of the bench is over here on that wall, it's not too close that way. It's kind of behind me, but it's kind of what I'm picturing right now. I'm gonna leave this wall open for now. Might do a piece across, I don't know. I got pieces up top, 2 feet, so I can probably put this same hardboard. This is the cheapest stuff you can get, honestly. It's what was it? Maybe $18 a sheet for the, I don't know if it's 1/8 inch or what it was, I don't remember. Anyway, pretty cheap stuff. I can't find any other paneling that's cheaper, so I might just cover this whole room once we get the 2x4s in and spray foam. Might cover it with that and just paint it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave everything open for now. I think the next step is probably wiring. I've got this little panel here. Just this little panel, so we'll run a plug to the 30 amp we have outside into this. 30 amp should be plenty. Everything I'm going to plug in here is 110. So the AC and it's 110. Heaters are pretty small. And all we're running is the layout, lights, heaters in the winter, AC in the summer. So it's not a ton at once. I mean, it's about the max I would do on a 30 amp, but lights will be all LED. Outlets aren't really running much other than the layout and accessories, so it'll be pretty simple, really. But we'll end off the video there. Thank you guys for watching. Ran out of heat and it's about 1 in the morning, so it's time to call it quits. That's about the only time I had to work on this is late at night lately, so but I'm getting a little bit done at a time and just filming as I go. But I know a lot of you want to see how it goes, and I'm just kind of making it up as I go. I've seen some videos of guys spray foaming containers. It's pretty simple. I mean, I've got some good tips though, like keeping the 2x4 or whatever studs you have off the wall, so your spray foam kind of gets behind it. If you have it against it, it's just a sink, really. And wood is an insulator, but getting the spray foam behind the studs will be good. And it's probably going to be like $300-400 just to do this room. The whole container I figured would be about $1,500. So I hope I don't regret not doing the whole thing. I know it probably would be a good idea, because even with running this little propane heater in here tonight, it's a little bit of condensation on the walls, but I don't see myself trying to heat the big part of the layout in the late evening. Like, it holds heat in here for a few hours after dark, and it cools off quick here. But if this little room is insulated, I think we'll be pretty good just to keep it above freezing for my paints and everything like that. Probably keep it around 45. So I got a 3D printer and the resin's kind of sensitive, but the other thing I could do is just build a little cooler with a heat strip in it so it stays above freezing, and then the room doesn't have to stay super warm. But I think I'll keep it heated a little bit just to, so it's not too much to bring it up to temperature every time I want to come out here for half an hour every night, you know, once in a while, whatever. So, well, thanks you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.